okay, I want to go through my questions, and there's some more on Shopify. You really break down some of these programs, and I love that. So your most recent video, at least the one I checked yesterday, was on, and I led the video in the beginning, is the mistakes that can happen in a settlement where, so let's talk a little bit about that. Talk about that video.
So what's really important, and this is also important for clients, is most both plaintiffs' law firms and defense attorneys, they don't fully understand this space. And I've seen this over and over again. It's not necessarily a knock on them, but like you see they're working with part of the information, but not all of the information. And with defense attorneys, you really need to be aware of the settlement terms that you do ultimately agree to beyond the money, right? Like we'll work on the money, but also what is being asked of you in the settlement. And my impression is that too many defense attorneys are just willingly going, okay, this sounds about right. And they don't fully know what they are signing their client up for. And plaintiffs' law firms, they certainly don't mind putting every possible there, because why not? And what they're doing, what I've seen repeatedly, is they'll pull from DOJ settlements, and they will require every last stipulation DOJ had in their settlement. And that's taking it so far. And especially when I think a lot of plaintiffs' law firms will agree to less. And if they won't, then it may be worth actually litigating, because you are agreeing, like some of these terms, you are agreeing to a lot. And we see user testing, we see audits, and they're happening at interval basis, regular interval basis, and sometimes so frequently it's not even practically helpful. Like even if we were like just completely trying to make the best accessibility program in the world, it still wouldn't make any sense. And that's where my point is that if you're a defense attorney and you agree to that, then you don't know what you're doing. And if you're a plaintiff's law firm and you're asking for that, you're not really asking for anything that's helpful, right? So it's not furthering accessibility. What you're doing is you're just putting someone and making them work as hard as possible. But are you actually achieving that objective of let's make sure that people can access this website?
Yeah, I thought it was phenomenal. I was like, oh man, that is true. I think that there's a rush to just get to the settlement because everyone's focused on dollar amount. And the reality is, let's be honest. I mean, the remediation goes out the window. Most of the times, at least in California. I don't know about how it is in Texas for you, but the reality is these firms are hitting. And I mean, what I thought was a great point of yours is that if this is not remediated properly according to the agreement, they could still come back and hit you again. Now. I don't know if these firms would, only because, like you said, someone may not know that what they're, just putting in there as a template. But like you said, I wouldn't be doing my job as a defense attorney if I actually allow that to happen, because my client's not going to be happy to know that, wait a minute, I thought we settled this. Now we got hit again. So what's going on here?